Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tosin for those that are new here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to stay productive and effective when working from home. So I'm going to be talking about some tips that help me personally. I'm speaking from experience, so don't think that I'm just talking, out of the blues. So I'm going to be doing that in this video. I talked about this in, I think, 2 or 3 videos ago. So I think 2 videos ago, I was talking about my life updates and I said I wanted to do this video, but for some reason I couldn't do this video. So I'm doing it today. So if you'd like to know more, definitely keep watching. So the first thing, we're going to talk about is have something to do. Don't live in la la land. Like, you're not going to be effective if you don't have anything to do. So ensure that you have things to do. If you work from home, don't procrastinate. Ensure that you have tasks. And the way to, brainstorm, the kind of things that you need to do, like work responsibilities, is to think about it a night before. So that's what I usually do when I'm about to go to bed. I just, kind of look through my what would I say, my schedule, see what the responsibilities I have, the emails I need to reply, I put it down. If I need to create graphics for something, I put it down. If I need to, just work on anything. So, especially as an entrepreneur, it's here for you to think that your responsibilities are just replying queries. But there's a lot of work to do. There's marketing, there's photography, there's research, there's email, there's setting structure. There's so much work to do, and that takes work. So let me give you an instance of something that I'm working on currently. So I'm in the midst of recruiting new staff, and the job that I have to do is to create a worker's manual. So if I'm not around, somebody else can train the person. So that's a responsibility that takes a lot of time to put together. So that's one of the things that I do, is to think about the work that I have to do and put it down. So for you, that might be a to-do list. So if you work from home, it would help that you have a to-do list of all the items that you need to do, so that once you complete one, you have a sense of, accomplishment. So I've done task 1, 2, and 3, and then I can rest. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I do when working from home, because I work from home, which is every day of my life for now, is waking up really early. This is like the biggest expo. This is like the biggest tip that can just change the way you do things. It's just waking up early. I know that a lot of people think, I know that maybe now people know better, is that, being an entrepreneur, when you're self-employed, means that, oh, you can do things at your own pace. But no, that's just a way to be ineffective, and this is what works for me. A lot of people say they're not a morning person, but I find that everyone should be a morning person, because you just get more done early hours of the day, and you can use the rest of the day for something else, or for other things, or for rest, or even for recreation. So what I do is I try to wake up really, really early. So daily I set my alarm. On weekdays I set my alarm for around 6:30, but on Sundays I set my alarm for 5:30, because I need to go to church. I have a lot of responsibilities, just to be there on time. So for you, that it can be 7, it can be 6, it can be 5, it can even be 3 a.m. Whatever works for you. So I make sure that I wake up really early, and once I wake up, I don't just sit in bed and relax, because you will sleep back. I already have a routine. That's another thing I want to talk about, is that routines really help. So if you're working from home, or if something that you want to consider, you might want to, brainstorm a routine that helps. So let me tell you about my own routine. I wake up, I turn around, ensure that my eyes are open. I pick up my phone and I do my morning devotion. So I have a Bible app that I use, which I've shared before in my apps that I love, or the apps that are on my phone, and then I do my devotion. After that's done, I usually roll up, and my husband is already awake. He's going to pray in the living room, and then he comes back. We do our own, mutual prayer session. We talk about just random, what are you up to today? What are your plans for today? Just some sort of accountability. But if you're not married, that's fine. You can just, use that time to still do your devotion. You can use the time to, catch up with social media. Like if you have emails, just a wee bit, which I always do every morning after I pray. When I check my emails and I say that there are no pending orders or anything that I need to respond to urgently, it's important but not urgent. I check social media, check if I had any DMs overnight, any work opportunities, any inquiries, anything, and I get to that. After that is done, is brush your teeth. And I didn't say have your bath on purpose, because I'm gonna be real with you. There's some days that when you work from home, you feel like you're not going anywhere, you don't need to shower, or you want to shower at night, but brush your teeth. I find that once you brush your teeth, you feel more awake. So sometimes you may not need to drench yourself from head to toe with water, but just pick up and brush your teeth before you have breakfast, if you want to have breakfast. So I ensure that once I wake up early, I brush my teeth, I act like as if I have somewhere I'm going to. I watched a video a while ago that I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but she's Caucasian, and she's talking about how she, even does makeup to ensure that she just to make herself feel like she's getting ahead of the day. But I don't do that. I like my skin so much to clog it just because I want to feel awake. So I just brush my teeth. My hair is always in cornrows. I don't even bother. Sometimes I'm in my bathrobe all day. Or let me say, if I want to maybe feel a bit free, I have these joggers that I wear at home. So just get comfortable, but brush your teeth. Okay? So just to ensure that whatever you need to do that makes you awake, And that for you may even just be splashing water on your face, putting mouthwash, having a cup of coffee, whatever it is that makes you ensure that you are bright and alert. Do that. Now, another thing that ensures that I am very effective when I work from home is a clean workspace. I know that a lot of people say creatives are, dirty people and all over the place, but it's very different for me. I'm more productive where everything is organized, where everything is, and that's why I title of this video is how I stay productive working from home. Yeah. Okay, whatever title I decide to put eventually. So I ensure that my space is clean, my folders are put together, my computer is set up, even to my monitor, like my folders, everything has a folder. I don't do well with junk, I don't do well with things being all over the place. So I ensure that everywhere is clean, my workspace is clean. So if it's a YouTube video that I'm filming, it's easier for me to be motivated. Imagine coming to your filming space and then there are pillows on the floor, there's shoes everywhere, there's litter, there's paper. It kills that zeal. So if you're even a YouTuber, you don't have any other business that you do, your business is YouTube and it's just filming videos, ensure that your filming space is clean so that you're motivated to set up your camera and to press record. So that's one thing that I do that really helps, having a clean space. Yes. Another thing I want to talk about also when working from home, which should have been number one, is discipline. Now, I know that, I always tell people, there are two things that a man needs to be. Every human, or not a man, a woman, a man, anybody needs to have is gratitude and discipline. When you have those two things, a lot of things in your life come easy, or you are dealt with easier. When you're a grateful person and you're a disciplined person, discipline really helps. Like if you say that today you're going to type your thesis, or you're going to type a project, or today you're going to film 2 videos, or today you're going to do all your laundry if you're a housewife, be disciplined. Discipline yourself. Instead of faffing around, think about how productive and how light-weighted you feel. Like think of the end result. Like motivate yourself with the outcome or with the imagined outcome. So for me, if I'm supposed to, let me say, design or put out 5 graphics for a project that I'm working on, and I know that when I do it, it's going to bring me more sales. My clients are going to be happier, or it's just nice. I like it. It looks good. It gives that information. It makes people more, it makes people more aware of my brand. I think about the outcome and then I get going. And also, that's why I always tell people that, even working from home, it needs to be what you love doing. If not, it's just going to be a circle of such a chore. You'd rather even go out and go and work for somebody that work from home, doing something you don't love. Do you get what I mean? So you have to be disciplined. So ensure that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you set your mind to do, because if you don't have discipline and you do all these things, and I tell you all these things and all the tips that help me, it would not be productive for you. It will not produce results, and we want results. That's why we are working. We want results, okay? So yeah. Another thing that also helps me when I'm working from home is to eat, like take breaks. Don't just go ham. And I find that that's even a weakness for me. I had a discussion with my husband a few days ago that once I get down my laptop and I'm in that my space, it's just from one thing to another, from researching this to reading this, from reading that to doing this. I sometimes forget to feed myself. So there are some days that I go 2 days and I've not even had a proper, well-cooked meal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So have breaks. Take time off. That even allows you to relax. Your body is not a machine. Your body needs felt for even your brain to be able to take information better, to think better, to do things even just without strain, just in a more relaxed environment. Eat. Take breaks, get a snack. I always try to keep snacks in my house. So if it's not nuts, it's fruits. If it's not fruits, it's cookies. If it's not cookies, it's leftover meat pie that I made, or puff or something. Just, have nibbles around, get something to eat. And if you're not really like a foodie like me, you could just maybe stay hydrated, have tea, have juice, have water. Obviously, I recommend water. Jazz up your water, put lemon inside or something. Just make sure that there's something there's always something to eat when you're feeling peckish. Another way to also take breaks is what I do is when I've worked for a couple of hours and I just need to relax, is that I try to watch motivating videos. So in my downtime, I'm not faffing. I'm not watching videos that will just be, I'm not watching things that are not productive. I try to watch things that when I'm done watching that thing, even if I'm relaxing, it propels me to even be more productive. So I can go online and go and watch something like maybe Indian billionaires or the new Maharajas, or I go and watch something like maybe say Dragon's Den. Things that it's entertainment but it stimulates your brain. Dragon's Den is a really good one. So you can watch Dragon's Den, you can watch anything. I like all these business shows, so you can watch Undercover Boss. These are not even sponsored, these are just normal shows that you can watch that just get your brain thinking even as you're entertained. So that's one thing that I do when I'm on break Finally, another thing that helps me when I work from home is just to have accountability partners. Not accountability partners in the sense of people that um, I will need to tell that, oh, I've finished doing this essay or I finished doing this work. No, not in that sense. In that sense of people that also like-minded, people that are working in maybe something similar, people that work from home, or even people that have day jobs that you just know that they would be able to have time, to speak to you, and you guys can just share your goals and what you've done in that day without fear of poaching ideas, without fear of making them feel like maybe the person makes you feel, person maybe just doesn't give you good vibes, or not, you don't, not negativity, not any form of the person. Maybe when you tell them your goals, they feel like you're showing off. They're not people like that. Those are people that when you guys chat up, you can just call them maybe during their lunch break, or you guys can talk in the evening and say, oh, what did you get up to today? Oh, today I was able to, source new products and I'm so excited. Or they'll tell you, oh, today at work I had a lot of job to do, I had a lot of work to do, I couldn't finish it. Just people that you can just share ideas. They can just tell you, oh, have you applied for this, have you done this, have you done that? Those kind of people in your circle help that even when you work from home, you still have a sense of accomplishments. You still have a sense of, okay, I'm not just alone on this journey. You still have a sense of, well, I'm sure if I talk to, talk about it, she'll be able to give me good ideas. If I speak to Dara, she'll be able to give me good ideas. Or we'll be able to exchange ideas. Or I can vent to her, just telling her how I felt like I worked so hard today. For instance, let me say as a YouTuber now, you spend all day filming 3 videos, and then you think you've given out all your tips, everything goes well. You go on your computer, you render the video, and maybe there's a booger in your nose. It's happened to me before. Or maybe you're done and you just don't like the way the video, it's coming out. You just don't like it. It's a bit frustrating because you're your own boss. So you might even lose motivation to film the video. So by having people around you that maybe fellow YouTubers and be like, can you imagine? Or even just your friends that understand the circle. Debola, can you imagine? Like I spend the whole day filming 2 videos and then maybe I didn't even press record. You know what I mean? They'll be like, come on, don't worry, tomorrow, just do it today. I'll wake you up tomorrow, make sure you do it. And then tomorrow, she actually just leaves you a text, have you refilmed the video? Just kind of encourages you that you're not alone, because working on your own and working from your home can be a bit isolating. So you can kind of feel like, oh, everyone is at work, there's a work community, they go to the cafeteria, but you're just home and no one is, checking up on you. It may be a bit isolating, but it's rewarding when you work for yourself and you're seeing results and you're disciplined and you set the pace. So it's how productive you want to be depends on how much effort and how much smart work you put into your work that you do. So yes, that's all for my tips for working from home. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a comment below what helps you if you work from home, or what if you desire to work from home, and anything that you think could help. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed.